Need to order 12 o'clock straight up and down. Roll call.
Mayor Hicks,
Present.
Councilor Reynolds, Councilor Vasquez.
Here.
Councilor Padilla,
Here.
Councilor Lucero.
We do have a quorum. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hurrah. Approval of the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Citizens to address the council. Is there anybody written on there, Mark?
No, sir, clean slate.
Nobody there. I'll make the statement, we are not in compliance with our charter. We will be after the next election. Who's doing this, Mark, you?
Not me.
Where's Donald? Oh, I couldn't see that shiny head there in the middle of the room. What's up with that? You know what it is? What it is I got Ortiz on my mind, you know? And I just keep hoping that it's not a Yankees fan that walked in and shot that guy in the back in that bar down in the Dominican Republic. That would not be good for the Yankee Nation, okay? So we're hoping it's just some psycho drug dealer out of his mind.
Big Poppy.
Poppy.
Mayor Council, 2nd Street construction, phase 4 and 5. We received the bids on Monday, and Donnie from Wilson will give you guys more of the details, but in short, I just wanted to note that the bid is about 2.7 million, a little over that. Budget was 2.4 million. So that exceeds the budget by 300,000. However, Wilson met with AUI this morning, and there is some room for savings anywhere from 100 to 300,000. There are some ties to it. Donnie will provide the details. So I didn't know you could do that. Actually, Laura's the one who said, "Well, can we do better?"
Negotiate that down.
So anyway, I don't know. Now I know. Wilson did do that, and Donnie from Wilson is here to give you the details. Thanks.
You know, I got a truck for sale, but I don't want you to beat me down, okay?
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, councilors. So of course the bid was on Monday, and to summarize the meeting from this morning, there's an attachment to your handout, and provided is an email from the contractor saying they are committed to good faith effort not to use the bid items below, which consist of the bid items for excavation of contaminated soil and unsuitable soils. And you'll see in the email the amount of potential savings. At the bottom, it's highlighted $200,220 for those two items, and it's broken down by the two phases. Now, the excavation of contaminated soils, that's an item for if they run into contaminated soils. So, and then the unsuitable material excavation, that's if they run into soil that's more unstable than what it was designed for, which is a pretty low value. And so we're thinking that you know, the pavement section is pretty stout, and so Wilson and Company will monitor and work with the contractor to make sure they're not using that unsuitable material excavation bid item. And what it is an R value, so that Geotech and the contractor are going to do testing, and if it's 11 or higher, then we won't touch the soil, we'll just lay the pavement down. And so that's where the savings come in with that bid item. And for the bid item for excavation of contaminated materials, NV5 is on board to test for contamination. And again, the company will work with NV5 and AUI, the contractor, to monitor those soils and make sure that we're using as little as possible, and for that bid item there. And in talking, I mean, just Wilson's experience, I wasn't involved with the previous projects, but Chris Bray and Audio were involved. AUI's did work, and you know, we're thinking that it's unlikely that we're going to use all of that bid item. So So that's where the savings would come in, and in the letter, to correct Don, it's savings projected to be between 100 and 200,000. So 200 is probably best case between those two bid items.
So if we approve the bid, do we leave it in there for now with the full amount, just in case?
Correct, we're asking for approval of the full amount of $2,707,937.64, excluding gross receipts tax.
And if we don't come up with the savings, we're on the hook for the $300,000.
Correct. But we're, in the meeting this morning between Mario and AUI, there's some confidence that we'll be below the
Okay, and this
full
only
amount.
covers 200,000 of the 300,000 we need too, right?
Yes, so it covers, it covers 200 out of the 300.
Donnie, is this a good time to bring up First Street? Or
We can, and just in working with AUI,
Yeah, anytime's a good time to bring up First Street, Donald.
well,
well,
Yeah.
just because AUI, they're working on several projects around town, and so in the discussion this morning, we talked about, overall savings between all of these projects, including First Street, Second Street. We have the CVCs at the school for the entrances, the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and so if we can work with AUI there's decreased cost in mobilization bid item and some of the overhead costs.
Yeah, they're just saying whenever we go to bid for First Street through CES, we could save in mobilization with AUI.
Yeah, you don't have to do it twice.
Because they'll be here, yeah. And from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but AUI is a good contractor. They have been top notch. My
AUI
little
is-
experience so far, and I know Wilson has said AUI is top notch. Mark, you've got them working on a couple of projects now, and they seem to be a real good contractor. So,
They're great to work with, and they have the resources. Meeting with AUI this morning, they have, they're bidding on all these. So they're-
We can scrape it up, definitely.
I'll entertain a motion. Unless you guys got questions.
I've got a question, okay? I'm talking about contamination here. We know that the clean is where it's at,
Oh,
on
yeah.
First Street. We know there's contamination there. Now, is the government in charge of that in case there is contamination, we need to get new soil? Because that has been funded by the government. No, it hasn't?
Not been funded by the government.
So
Well,
we're
that
doing the clean.
Superfund site was just for the water.
That was just for
That's
the.
all it was for, just for the water. And once we get the water percolated out and the water's clean, that Superfund pipe is done. The dirt falls to us.
So far, they've not found any on Second, though.
No, the plume limits are outside of Second
They
Street.
all go from First Street down towards the old Knights building, down towards the school. That's where that whole.
So it will
goes.
affect the First Street,
It does, it's,
It's gonna affect First Street, but not Second Street.
it's
All that
migrating.
plume goes this way.
But
From First Street to Cleaners, it all goes to the east.
we've been required to do a lot of testing because it's nearby.
yeah, because at the corner of Second and Washington, that's when the plume first started, it was right at that corner,
Right there.
the edge of it, but it obviously moved. So
Yes.
that's why we're expecting not to be so much contaminated material there because it was on the edge of the original plume.
On First Street.
On Second Street.
Yeah.
First Street's gonna
On
be-
Second Street, I mean,
Correct.
I'm not worried about it all on Second Street. Everything that I've seen over the last 12, 13 years we've been doing this, since they started drilling all them holes with Stewart Brothers, they didn't find anything over there. And everything is moving with the water to the east, away from the Continental Divide. So,
So I'm bringing that up because we need to know up front if we might use that money.
we're gonna eat it, Manny. You can take it to the bank. We're gonna eat it. Let's just approve it and let's do this. We're gonna eat the 300,000, guys. We're gonna eat it. If we don't, I'll buy you lunch. Okay?
We better not.
I got a funny feeling we're gonna eat it because we're gonna find things in there. It's mouth pie, guys. You're gonna find crap in there that we're gonna have to take care of. So we're gonna eat it. We need to approve it though. We need to get this done. The legislature's giving us money. We need to move with this.
Let's get it done.
And you got any questions, Fred?
no question.
I make a motion to
the
approve.
2.7.
The 2 million San Rosana,
$2,785,000.
2,785,331.
Okay, I second.
Yes.
Yes.
And I vote yes. No comments from the council, this meeting is over. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Have a good day, guys, thank you very much. Don't be so nervous, bro. I don't bite. I got new teeth and all, but I don't bite.